welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 31st of July. Gosh, we're nearly into August, guys. Ooh, that means spring is coming for me and autumn is probably around the corner for most of you guys because a lot of you live overseas. I am here with my dog, guys. I've got Sophie passed out there. You can't see her head, and I've got Sprocket right here. There he is. Both a bit tired. It's absolutely gorgeous sunny day here today. It's about 16 degrees, hardly any wind. Cheers, everybody. I just bought a takeaway coffee. We're just having some really abnormally nice weather for winter. It's very, very strange where I live. I won't count my chickens though, because we know sometimes you get that last bit of winter right at the end, don't you? All right. I'll close my eyes, guys. We'll get straight into it. I've brought some cards along. Subscribe if you can find the subscribe button, guys. Please feel free to comment down below and hit those like buttons. I'll get back to your comments as soon as I can, guys. If YouTube will actually share them with me. Sometimes they take them away and then bring them back at a later date, which most of us are used to it. So apologies if I'm not getting your comments. It's just I'm not receiving them. Okay. I'll close my eyes. I'll get started. Sorry, guys. I had a massage this morning because we've been suffering our little ailments and I'm trying to heal everything in my body and move forward. So I think that's something that we all need to focus on now is really getting ourselves moving and moving forward and finding that real inner strength despite our hiccups and little ailments and aches and pains that we've currently been suffering. It's time now that we move through them. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to get myself moving forward, as I know you guys are too. It's been very challenging, this awakening process, hasn't it, guys? All right, close my eyes and I'll see what comes up. I'm getting Japan. I'm getting Japan's calling its own shots. Japan's very independent. I do feel they're very independent and strong in nature. They have a very specific cultural way of doing things. But Japan's expanding too. I feel this is around resources, connecting with other countries. They're looking to expand. See, they don't want to be isolated. They don't want to be just one country. They want to connect with others as well. So I do feel like Japan's connecting with other countries moving forward. It's that strength in numbers. They know they have to get some allies. I'm just getting that for Japan. Getting Europe, the temperatures are rising. I am getting that the temperatures are rising. You might get more heat waves. I know you've been hot, but you might get more fires, more heat waves. Oh, guys, this is tiring. This is the global warming crap that they're feeding people. We know there is weather manipulation that goes on. We know it. Oh, look at Greece. We all keep saying it. These things are happening for reasons. Often we think, is it about the land that the current fires are burning through? We do have a lot of questions here on my channel. But I am getting that for Europe. I'm just getting that there's going to be more heat, more fires, intensified energy. Of course, all the while putting fear into the people. We know it does. God, I just hope they don't fall for it. Like the big climate change fear, like the global warming. Oh, God, it's frustrating. Well, they can make rain, so why aren't they making the rain to stop the fires? See, where's all the logic? Well, they're questions we ask. Maybe the sleepwalkers aren't quite at that level yet. But we would say, well, if you're having fires, make some rain. You make plenty of it when you want to create floods and everything and drown people out of their houses. But can't make the rain when there's massive heat and fires. And stop these things in its tracks, like as if they can't do something. Anyway, who are we to question all these things? We're just the conspiracy theorists, apparently. What would we know? That's what we keep getting told anyway. 4 years later, as everything rolls out and becomes truth. Oh, Sorry, guys. This just is beyond exhausting, all this crap, isn't it? Especially the global warming. Ugh. Drives me crazy. All right, let's keep going. God, I'm getting England. This would be England, UK, London, all these areas. I'm getting a big panic now. There's a big panic going on. People are panicking. I said the other day, people were sleepwalkers waking up, were having to breathe into a paper bag because they're hyperventilating. But I do feel like in England, there's a mass panic. It could even be around the interest rate rises. You might get like 3 really quick in a row. And this is what's going to just tip people over the edge. See, at the moment, you think about it, guys. If you think about it, I know here in Australia, people are teetering on the edge. It's like everyone's just teetering on the edge, and they haven't quite fallen over into the financial abyss that's going to wash them away to nowhere. They haven't quite fallen over yet, but this is what I'm getting in England. People are teetering, so they're panicking. If these interest rates go boom, 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 they know they're screwed. And this is most people. Because you got to remember too, a lot of them probably have 2 jobs. They work full-time, they work part-time on the weekends or night work. People are getting exhausted. The energy of these people having to think all the time, how am I going to pay my next bill? How am I going to feed the kids? How am I going to fuel up the car? How am I going to maintain a car, let alone get an electric car and put solar panels on your roof and do all the things they're requiring of us? So I do feel a lot of panic in England. I feel like you're going to get real quick rate rises. Boom, boom, boom. See, Sushi wants it out. He wants it out. But he doesn't want the people to have time to wake up. So if you do it pretty quick, they're not even going to see it. It's like a magic trick, isn't it? You know, it's like you put what's that little black thing they throw over the hat, you know, and you have the rabbit in the hat and you tap it or something. You put the black cape over and then you take it off and go, ta-da! And there's the rabbit in the hat. It's a magic trick. Well, that's what I'm getting for Sushi. He's doing a little bit of it. He's like the magician. He's got his little magic hat on and he's tapping the hat and creating a giant rabbit, meaning his big reset rollout is about to, poof, just appear. He's doing it quick now. Sneakily, but quick. See, if he does it quick, he figures people won't have time to wake up and fight these things. So the quicker he kind of does it, as long as he does it quietly and by stealth, of course, he can get it out. So I do feel like people in England are going to start to panic very, very soon. All right, let's keep going. God, they're giving me this Duran song, The Reflex. Is it The Reflex? The reflex is a lonely child. Is that the song? It is, isn't it? I keep getting that song, The Reflex. Flex, 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 flex. Oh, I love Duran, didn't you guys? But I am getting that song, meaning I'm just seeing, all I can get for this is the sleepwalkers need to have quicker reflexes to fight back. They need to think quick now on their feet. They've got to start reacting and they've got to start thinking. Oh, I wish they'd start reacting. I know you guys are getting frustrated. Frustration was the word we were using. Was it you, Pam? I think it was. We were using. Not only do we have a bit of fear trapped in our bodies, but we do probably have enormous amounts of frustration which goes along with that. But these sleepwalkers, they're getting frustrated now too. So they're going to have to use their reflexes and fight back, do something, get their courage up. That's just right. They're going to have to go into that quick, you know, when you've got good reflexes, say a cricketer who sits like in slips or whatever, you can catch the ball really quick. Well, that's what's going to happen with these sleepwalkers. They're going to have quicker reflexes or they're going to miss the boat. Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it, guys? We just want it all to happen so quickly and much faster than the snail pace that it's all going at. All right, let's keep going. God, I'm getting that song. New York, Paris, Belgium, Munich. Everybody's talking about pop music. Pop, pop, pop music. And this to me is the resets popping up in all these parts. I'm getting, that's such an old song. Why do the guides think of this stuff, honestly? But I am getting that this is popping up now everywhere. The reality of the new agenda is popping up everywhere. Is it New York, England, Belfast, Munich? I don't know. Everyone's talking about pop music, pop music. But what their guides are saying is it's popping up now everywhere. The agenda's popping up globally everywhere. Oh, we know. Oh, maybe what they're saying too is it's, see, when I think about popping, like that pop music, I think about the bubbles of truth popping and the truth comes out. And once the truth's out, I always say it, it's out there for good. So maybe this is what's happening too in a few of these different countries as well. All right, let's keep going. We get some weird stuff from the guides. Bear with us, guys, if you're new. You'll figure it out. We use a lot of code names too. So. I'm getting New Zealand. You know, you've been dealing a lot. Hippo has been dealing a lot with Elbow, and we know they're trying to get on the same page, that they're doing things simultaneously kind of at the same time. But I am getting this, what are they giving me? They're giving me the land takeovers. I hate to say it, guys, but there's like the Indigenous thing happening. It's happening in Australia here. We know I got the voice. We know the land's been taken over. They were talking on the news the other night about this big area of land that the government has purchased or something. I think China or someone was going to buy it. Panda was going to buy it. But, of course, and they're saying, oh, it'll be open to the public. But we know it won't. It'll only be open to Indigenous people because they claim it as their own land. So this is starting to happen in New Zealand. They're starting on the Indigenous divide. Hippo will start pushing this soon. I think you'll find that'll start to happen soon. You might have your voice to Parliament or something along those lines because it's the land grabs, the land takeovers. All the while we know there's nothing in it for the Indigenous people because it's all about power on the global stage. But I do feel there's a real connection with this land ownership in Australia and New Zealand. It's very similar. It's running on a very similar, probably slightly different in New Zealand. You Maoris, the Maoris rather over there might run things a little bit differently. But I am getting there's this transitional period for the similar divide. Of course, divide. We know how it goes. Keep people apart, then they don't fight back because then they fight amongst each other. Oh, you're right, Soph. Oh my goodness, I thought she was going to have a spoo then. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Then we'll rock some cards. Hey, guys. God, the guides are showing me. They're showing me that we have to pull things apart in order to move forward. I keep getting this. They're showing me something being pulled apart. It's like we're pulling apart, like, show me like a fabric, but it's like cotton wool. Like if you think of cotton wool, you know, you pull it apart. It can be one big thing of cotton wool and then you can pull it apart into all little bits. We've got to pull things apart to break our way free. It's just what I'm getting. I just give you what the guides are saying. We have to pull things apart. And this could be breaking things down into smaller pieces too. It's almost like the guides are saying to me, the ailments and the pains and things we're suffering in our bodies to do with being stuck are too big to overcome. So we have to break things down into smaller bits in order to process. Wow. Okay. Well, how do we do that? I'd like to know, wouldn't you guys? It's just showing me breaking up like cotton wool, breaking it up into little bits so we can work through our issues. Because we still have issues. I keep talking about it, guys. We think we've dealt with a lot of things, and we have, admittedly, as people who are awake on my channel, we have dealt with a lot of things, but there's also other things that we still have buried deep inside our subconscious mind that we're probably not even aware of, that we now have to face and start to deal with in order to get it out of our bodies, because it is a stagnant energy. So we have to break these things down. Maybe the guides are saying maybe through meditation we can see if anything comes up into our mind. Maybe focusing on, we talk a lot here and we get a lot about expanding, growing, continuing on our spiritual path to those next levels. We always talk about Eckhart Tolle here, Bashar. Esther Hicks is really good too. That's kind of another one. She's very good at teaching you how to manifest and create things in your life. Louise L. Hay is one that I'm going to start doing again. I think we've got to get back to basics, guys, and start to work on our... I always talk about the body parts being related to the mind. I think this is what we've got to work on now. We've got to start to break things down into smaller parts. I am definitely getting that. There's another guy called Bentino Mazzaro. He's very good. Sister Shivani's another one. So I think the way forward for us guys is to keep learning and growing off people. Is it Greg Brademan, something like that? He's really good at teaching you about the heart vibration. There's so many people. It's endless. If anyone knows any more, leave them down below so we can share some of them with each other, because I think this is where we need to be headed. We need to try some new things. Bashar, did I say Bashar? I think I did. Bashar's brilliant. He teaches you a lot as well. These are the kind of ways that we can break things down, and we can take a little bit from each person, you know. Eckhart Tolle, learn how to live in the now. Louise L. Hay, change your self-talk. We need to start to work on these things. These are the ways that we start to heal and move forward. I think now we might pull some cards, guys, because I think this healing is something that we really need to be working on. Not all of us are suffering at the moment. I know you're probably not suffering, Martin, on your lovely warm holiday. And I know that, Chris, you're doing really well, which is great. It's great to hear. Maybe it's something to do with the female energy at the moment. Maybe you guys will get a turn down the track. But it could be just something to do with the female energy too. The divine feminine. We never know, do we, sometimes? So maybe that's why. All right, let's get some cards and see what else we can do to help our healing. Soul satisfaction. Aim for that which makes your soul rejoice. Oh. Can you see that card, guys? Look at the flute. We've got the music. We've got the dolphins. I've talked about the dolphin energy here before with that. You know, that vibration, that frequency. They always talk about the dolphins and whales and how they communicate through frequency and vibration. And we talk about sometimes these new levels that we're going to might be a little bit of telepathy as well. We've got the family unit there, the mother with the baby, the new energy. That's how I see that. And of course we've got the representation of the unicorn flying. So aim for that which makes your soul rejoice. Aim for that which makes you happy. And I got that maths equation yesterday, didn't I? Rest minus fear, we could put / frustration, equals happy. So these are things, you know, sometimes we just got to rest. I know that's very challenging. A lot of us are very active, but sometimes when you're resting your body physically, it helps you slow down your mind, and it does help clear the clutter and rest your mind of all the busyness and chaos. Oh, we've got this upside down. In reverse, honesty. Honesty will ultimately be rewarded. Oh, so this is emotion at the moment, guys. Look at them clapping. Honesty will ultimately be rewarded. Honesty. See, we've always been honest. We've always stayed in our honesty, our integrity. It will be rewarded. People will be clapping. They'll probably be clapping internally, the sleepwalkers and the people waking up, but they'll never let us know that we got it right. I keep saying that to you. They're going to always cover it up and pretend they already knew, even though they didn't. Nothing like a good cuppa. I've got a nice coffee shop here. They make really yummy coffee. That's interesting, isn't it? All right. Feather. Anybody, we always get feathers. This calling card from the universe tells you they are near you. And see, remember, this is how this all started, the manifesting, guys. Remember, we hadn't been manifesting forever. And then we got the feather card. And a lot of us here found them. Some didn't. It depends where your vibration and frequency is at. They're just little signs and synchronicities that let you know you're on your path. See, we've got the dove flying there. They've got the unicorn energy. This calling card from the unicorns tells you they are near you. So we are being guided. That's what I'm getting from that card. Feathers. What's with feathers? Oh my gosh. That's so cute. We love finding little manifesting. Have you guys found any of your manifesting creations that I told you yesterday? Let's pull, how about we pull an angel, a Queen of the Moon Oracle, guys. Queen of the Moon Oracle. We'll get some more answers around this healing, guys. Let's see what the Queen of the Moon's got in store. Oh, balance. Yes, of course. Here we go. We've got to find balance. Look how heavy her head is with the big clouds and everything on it. But she's still got the power in her hands. Look at the power, that mid-chakra point there in her stomach region. Balance. We've got to find balance. We've got to find the balance. We've got to find that balance. It's key, guys. I have to find balance when I'm walking upstairs lately, like you and me, Pam and Louise and everybody else falling over. It does feel like we're out of step, we're out of sync, we're out of alignment or something. Well, that's what Bashar says, when you're out of alignment. You can feel it in your body. Things contract. Oh, purity. We get this card all the time. I talk about the footsteps in the snow, how we're paving our own way. It's like the virgin footsteps in the snow. We're paving our own way. It's like we have a blank canvas. And I think that's right. We do have a blank canvas. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to create? What's next in the chapter's journey to Terabella? Like, what's after that? What comes next? That's what we've got to start thinking about, guys. We have to. It's important to our healing. Trust. Oh. What's that picture on the ground? People hugging. I think it is. It's all weird in the bubble there, isn't it? It's like people hugging. Trust. What a bizarre card. Egg moon. Oh, it's the egg moon shaped like an egg. Oh. Got the duck, we've got the strange cuddling in the translucent egg. Trust. We always get trust. And you know what I think of when I think of trust? I just think of going with the flow and allowing. Oh, look at this card. I'm going to show it to you because it just showed up. Peace. We've got to find peace. Look at the little birds on her knees there. Or is that a bird hand? I don't know. But I had to show it to you because it's just a beautiful card of just chilling out, relaxing, meditating, letting your thoughts flow through. All right, we'll pick one angel card today as an outcome. Let's see what we get around this. How to start being more positive and heal ourselves moving forward. And how do we expand and grow, find that happiness, resting, minusing the fear and frustration. Let's see if we can get something that's going to be helpful. Oh, I've got to get this one because it bent. Compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. It's interesting, isn't it? Compassion is one of those things, I think for most of us as sensitive souls, empaths, intuitive beings, we've always had a lot of compassion. I think most of you would be compassionate people. And it's something Dalai Lama has always said that having empathy and compassion is a big, like a really good tool to have in your toolbox, virtually is what he's kind of saying, because it allows you to read people and you care about people. But see, that's what happens, I think, sometimes along the way. We forget to care about ourselves, as in and have compassion for ourselves. So I think this is about getting that compassion, like the card said, back onto yourself, taking care of yourself, being easy on yourself, being kind to yourself, taking that time out, resting because your body's telling you to rest. I think that's a really clear message. I'm just going to pull one more out of that set. Guides are telling me to pull one more. Having compassion for ourselves. Oh, there you go. Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. See, it's the guidance. We know that we're being divinely guided. We know we are. So you don't have to worry. You just have to trust our call has been answered. It's like making a phone call to the spiritual world, isn't it? The guides that we need relief. We need to find ways out of this, and that's by expanding, growing, learning. I tell you all the time about that little show called Finding Joe on YouTube. It's so cute. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Where he takes off his false persona, I guess, or he takes off the, tries to be this someone that he's not. And then you realize as you go through life, you shed the fake facade or whatever it is, the costume that you've been wearing, and then you find the real you. That's what the awakening is. So let's keep expanding, guys. Let me see if there's anything else to close with today. Hang on a minute. God, they're giving me that song from The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. That was so sad, that movie. They fell in love and then it was just all a big flop, wasn't it? But I'm getting that song, I Will Always Love You, which is, again, the love frequency, love vibration. It is a beautiful song. Let's face it, Whitney Houston has an amazing voice. And there was great chemistry between them, wasn't it? I'm getting that song today. Hang on a minute. Oh, they give me this song. Hang on a minute. I just can't get to all I can hear is pockets. Oh, no, that's Sophie snoring. God, they died today, aren't they? Not quite as relaxing as the tweeting birds outside, is it? I know you guys are used to it. I'm getting that song by In Excess, Kick. Sometimes you kick, sometimes you get kicked. Sometimes you get, I guess sometimes we feel like we've been kicked, don't we? And it feels like bruising in our bodies. Maybe that's what the song means, but it means, get back up, get back into life. Don't stay, falling over on the ground. Get back up. Sometimes you get kicked. Sometimes, sometimes you get kicked. You got to get back up. That's what the guides are saying. Get back up into your strength. This is where a lot of us are at now. We're at this real turning point where, you might get kicked and knocked down, but get back up. Get back up. All right, hang on a minute. Oh, how's this song? I haven't heard this song forever. Oh, I'm trying to think who sings it. I even know who sings it. I'm going to have to sing it for you. Sorry, guys. I know it's like torture. For the line, love isn't always on time. No, no, no. For the line, do-do-do-do. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Oh my God, that song's so funny. But what the guides are saying, the love frequency isn't always on time, meaning people are waking up, they're doing it at their own pace. It's not always on time when we want it to hurry up and we're getting all frustrated and all that. Love isn't always on time. No, no, no. Who sings that? Not in the way you make you hold me. Not in the way you make me care. Ooh, oh, has all these old songs. Oh my God. Anyway, again, love isn't always on time, meaning the love frequency isn't always on time, because we know here on my channel it has been about 4 years now, and it's as slow as a snail, the waking up processes, but people are waking up. You guys are confirming it. Oh my God, guys, if you want to laugh, go and read Jen's comment from yesterday. I could not stop from laughing. Jen, what a crack up. You guys give me so many laughs. You, Louise, Sue, all of you. You know who you are, all you guys, Karen, everybody out there, Mafro, everyone. We have so many laughs with Jen. That was so funny. You were telling me you were in the chemist because you've had that chest infection and you've been coughing, and people were talking about how they've noticed that they've all been sick since they had the jab. I hope you don't mind me sharing, but it was just so funny. And then you just spoke up and said, yeah, hello, 4 years of this scam or something like that. Go read it, guys, if you want to have a look. It was just so funny. You get to a point, and I totally get it, Jen, that you have to call out the BS because it's just so bloody obvious and so stupid that they're even lining up to get jabbed again. And I can just imagine the look on the pharmacist. Oh, stop. Oh, thanks for the laughs, Jen. It's always great. I had an absolute gut laugh. There was something else she said in that, and I just couldn't stop from laughing. Go check it out, guys, if you want to laugh. Have a read of Jen's posts. Always good value. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day. Bye from me and the doggos. Bye from Sophie and bye from Sprocket, who aren't getting up for anyone. And I'll say have a wonderful day. I'll come on and talk to you tomorrow. Hit the like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you can find the button. My subs are going down again, so we've got to get them back up again. And please feel free to comment, and hopefully I'll get your comments. All right, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everyone. Bye.